important game, and it was about their performance heading into the playoffs. How was that performance?
Better in the second half. It was poor in the first half. We didn't execute. We started the game turning it over, fouling. They got to the line, I think, 20 times in the first half. So it was a tough start to the game, tough first half. But I liked the effort in the second half. I thought Draymond really bounced back after a slow start. The bench was fantastic. Everybody who came in off the bench really contributed. And I thought it was Clay's best game, too. You know, I know he's scored more, but just in terms of the shot selection, he just had his feet on the ground underneath him. His balance was great. His decision-making was really good. So a lot of good things happening. And
you said recently you'll ride with Clay forever. Is this one of those games that shows why?
Well, I mean, it was pretty easy to ride with him tonight, but you know, we're gonna have to have him playing at a high level, and Draymond and Steph, and you know, Wiggs. We need those guys to play well. That, you know, in the playoffs, your best players have to perform, and I really like where Clay is now. I think he's strung together some good games, and he just looks more comfortable and more relaxed out there.
Broadcast also caught you telling Clay that you thought it was his best game. Can you maybe expand on that a little bit? Like, what exactly about some of the shots?
I thought he took 2 bad shots the whole game out of 22. I thought he took 20 great shots, like, and he moved the ball on. You know, he when he wasn't open, he just passed it. That's really the key for him. He's such a great shooter that if he can take great shots, he's going to make them. He's going to get into a rhythm. Now he's going to be able to make the ones that are challenged. But you could see early in the game, you know, when we were not executing offensively, everything turned into a fast break at the other end. So if Clay is taking great shots, it affects our defense in a good manner. So I just thought he was really looking for great shots all night, and it affected the entire game.
Jordan Poole had only 19 points, you know, snapping his 20-plus point streak at 17 games. But he had a career high 11 assists. So just how have you thought about his way to impact the game, you know, between scoring, facilitating, and everything, and how he's grown just over the...
Yeah, Jordan's been amazing. You know, he's had a fantastic season. He's filled in, you know, for both Clay and Steph when they've been injured. He's come off the bench. He's done anything that we've asked him to do. He's a great guy to coach because he really listens and absorbs the lessons. And I think he's gotten so much better, even in the last month or so. He's become much more efficient with his dribble. He's not over dribbling. You know, the possessions are running smoother. So he's really coming into his own.
What do you think has led to the fouling issue?
Tonight, I thought the fouls all came early. They came off of transition. So either turnovers or shot turnovers. You know, we missed a bunch of layups early, and then all of a sudden it's a 4-on-3. And when you're at a disadvantage in transition, you're more likely to foul. So it felt like a lot of them were transition fouls, and then we just had some ill-advised ones. You know, fouling. We fouled. I think Draymond fouled Reeves in the corner on a 3-point shot early in the game. He knew that was not a foul that we took fouls on Dwight Howard, and that we had to, but for the most part, it felt like a lot of transition.
What do you take from the 39 assists tonight and the fact that over the last 3 games, you're just under 33 as an average? Yeah, it was great. And I think,
Jordan was really patient tonight, especially in that first half. I think he had 7 assists and he only took 4 shots, maybe really trying to play that facilitator role. I really like our second unit, with Otto, Andre, and Belly. Whether it's with Clay or Jordan, you throw Gary out there. It's kind of the grown-up unit. They come out there and those guys know how to play, and the ball really moves.
How much of that is Andre's influence, the ball movement? Because since he come back, the ball is moving more.
Yes, I noticed that too. Yeah, Andre is a brilliant basketball player, and it's a joy to watch him play because he's playing chess. He's a step ahead.
You mentioned Otto, who was a plus 35 tonight. Where do you see him impacting the game most lately?
In every regard, he's just really smart. He rebounds well every night. He moves the ball. He cuts when there's an open lane to cut. So Otto is a really, really smart player. So coming off the bench with those guys, Belly, Andre, Otto, vets who really understand the game and work well together. It's a nice dynamic for us.
Hey, Steve, back to Clay. He's had 69 points combined in his last two performances. How important is it for him, confidence-wise, that he's hitting his stride now heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's been well documented that he's been kind of up and down, which is to be expected coming off a 2.5-year layoff. And so the scoring is great, but most importantly, it's the shot selection. It's the comfort level that I'm seeing. That's really important to him and important to our team. Thanks.